So we will discuss about the patent. The last session we talked, or I teach you like so fast how manage Google patents. And I want to tell you that learn how to use this tool. It's so useful for life. But I want to know about which one you select. Hi, hello.
Hi, hello.
We are going again. Okay, so please tell me what was the information that you found from your patents.
Okay. Well, I looked the information, but to tell the truth, it was a little confused because I wanted to look information about Starbucks, the cafeteria, because patent is, I think that is not just for electronic stuff, it is for food industry also. When I put Starbucks in Google, I found information about the cafeteria. But when I put in Starbucks in Google Patents, I found other information. It was about wireless device, and it was like an application to try to localize other people. So that is a little confused because when I tried to read more about that stuff, I didn't find information in Google. So I think that is different. Well, I tried to look information about 3 things, and I realized that the different it is in the States. I search information,
Yes.
and I realized that the state is different because I found abandoned, active, and defeat, vencido.
Yes.
For example,
Status.
Status, okay.
Okay, dice, ¿cómo te aparece? Sí, es like status active.
Okay, like status active. For example, when I search about Siri, the status was abandoned, but I don't understand why, because people continue using that application, and they also have a patent that suppose that people are using. It is confusing.
I will tell you why. Sorry.
Don't worry.
I just run so much. The thing about Siri, the device, like the whole Apple company, if you put like Apple Inc. Like this, you will find that Siri belongs to them.
Okay.
So it's not more independent. Nobody, even if has like the whole power in the world, will buy Siri because they need to buy Apple or to buy the products from the company, because belong is like, and yes, belongs, depends. It's like you cannot use Siri in other device that don't belongs to Apple. For that reason, the patent is different. The status is selective, just for one kind of business. Okay.
Okay. So that is about status, abandoned status. About, for example, defeat. That is a little confused because it was about Samsung DVD. The patents, it's since 2005 to 2008. So that suppose that the patents is not permitted anymore. But under that information, they mention early expiration, and that's that. It says that they have a permission from 2021 to 2025. So I don't know why, if they mention early expiration and they have more years, they use the defeat status. So that is confused too.
Yes, wait, because I can solve some of them. When I have the whole power of the patent, because I buy the rights that belongs to that patent, I can compromise the future of the patent. So I can make it expire before the time that I buy it. And I will say, okay, I will buy the rights until 2022. But from 2022, I will use it until 2030. So means that I prevent when I will finish the contract. When I will prevent it.
Okay.
And I will buy the next ones for have like full control. That is what the huge companies do, because they remember in our lesson that I told you that some people are really working so hard for win that kind of patents. So
Yes.
the huge companies solve it across lawyers that make sure that they have them, and depends of the rules of the country. You can buy it for 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, a couple of months, 10 years, just depends. And depends, of course, the country where it's registered. As you saw in the information of the patent, you will figure out that you have like the inventor, but also the country where was registered.
Yes.
So that means that the patent will be guided for that information. Okay?
Okay.
For all that rules that belongs USA, Canada. The rules what like the rules of the country where was patented will involve the whole patent. For that reason, simple, like just drawings. But when you find products in China, you will figure out that they are so much more specific about the electronics. And it's because of that. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So something more?
Okay. No, just sometimes I can hear you very well. I think that is the internet, maybe.
Yes, I will turn on my, because I'm not in my room. I am in my like I am in the middle of my house and my router is not so close. So let me check. Maybe I can solve it. I will try to connect. Now, maybe it will be better.
Yeah, it's better.
Let's try. Yeah, it's better. Okay.
It's better.
Something more that you notice, so that maybe results hard to understand for you. How do you check it?
Well, it was the last part that I mentioned about early expiration that I didn't understand very well. Well, I didn't understand about Siri because they said that it's abandoned, but we continue using. But now I understand that it's because depend of Apple. Well, that I think that is that.
I'm not sure I understand.
Sorry.
No.
About Starbucks, I don't know why we have different information from Google to Google patents because the name is the same, but
Yeah.
it's like información cruzada. maybe.
Yeah,
Because
like
in Google Patents, they don't mention about the cafeteria. And Google, they don't mention about this product. So I don't understand why.
because I will tell you why. Yes, cross information. Because in Google, Google is managed, like the base of Google is based on ads. Ads. Do you know what means ads?
It's like inform no, I learned in my English class, but I don't remember. I think is about information. No,
No,
uh, ads. No, I don't remember, but I know
ads.
that I
Ads
learned.
means publicity.
Oh yes.
I can buy. I can buy a couple of percentage of the order that Google will shows the information. For example, if I am selling creams, I will pay ads, I will invest in my marketing campaign, and I will make that on Google, in normal Google, appears when somebody search for creams, appears my number one, because that increase the possibilities that the people can buy my product. So the rules about how you can find information in Google are completely different because you can invest money there. Because it's like a lot of ways, but organic is because your information is really good. For example, you are the best journalist in the world, and thousands of people read your article. So you have a lot of demand, and your website comes to increase. But you can also pay. And Google Patents has a different objective, that is bring information. So of course that is different that we talk about the commercial and marketing stuff,
Yes.
but it's also so related with it's also so related with this area that is involving technical information, you know. I cannot modify Google Patents by putting money for make that my patent comes better, because the objective is just different. Okay. You can find other kind of information, of course, because the basis of this information in Google Patents is the registered or all the information that comes from other countries. And in Google, you have like open information. Everybody can come for any kind of information, and it's like freedom. But all the information, also like for free. But all the information that you got in Google Patents belongs to some databases that at the same time belongs to the state. So you cannot control it or modify it as simple that you do it in the other scenario. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I have a question, and it is mandatory or yeah mandatory to share your information about your enterprise or about your product in Google Patents. For example, what happened if I don't know create some stuff in my house and I decide to sell and I use a patent with that product, so that it is mandatory to share my information?
Depends of your country. For example, in Colombia, it's not so common that the people be involved in this kind of businesses. Also in Latin America, are just a couple of companies that come to design products because results cheaper, you know, like to create a device or etc. But they have their own registers. It's not common in my country. I will tell you the truth. But also, when we are involved in the biggest countries and the most successful ones, talking about investments and etc., the most like the 18% are registered because it's the way that they produce their product and that they protect the product and the invention. But that is not an interest in our Latin American countries. So, for example, in my country, it's not mandatory. Just you have to register your rights about that I know. I told you that this is not my area, but I know that it's mandatory when you want to register the melody or the sound of a song that you create. Because if somebody uses it, they have to pay. You cannot use even the same melody or a couple of lyrics cannot be lyrics, letras, cannot be similar at all. If not, you have to pay. So an special agency of the government has control of it, and also private agencies. But that is the difference. I don't know if it exists with other areas, but I can Google it, I can search about it, and I will tell you the info. But I guess that in our countries is not mandatory at all.
Yeah, here is no mandatory too. You can register your thing, or for example, if you are talking about food industry, the name or your food, but you have to pay for that. So most of people decide to avoid that. It's just when they open a big things, a big company, they decide to register that. But after that, no, sometimes it's common to find the same name in different restaurant, and they sell different things also, or sometimes the same brands, and
Brands
sometimes
son las marcas. Una cosa es las marcas. Yo quiero que esto te quede muy claro para tu vida profesional. I can patent everything that can have Alvarito. Sorry, it's my little cousin that is quite distressed. Imagine that you can have industrial application. It's only when you are patenting something, okay? If you can give to that product industrial application, like always think about devices, about something that can be producing in a massive way, you can patent it. But if you are talking about a product or a brand, a marketing, it's other area of law that oversee it. ¿Ok? Bueno, entonces tengo que terminar porque hoy fue el día de llegar tarde, lo siento.
don't worry.
Te voy a pedir el favor que llenes esta encuesta.
Okay.
Estaba hablando sola. Les estaba diciendo que me siento súper apenada por llegar tan tarde, entonces voy a conectarme con Anaí.
Okay,
Muchísimas gracias, Andrea. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Anaí, hello, good night. Sorry, because it was impossible to arrive home early. I have a lot of traffic. I tried to, you know, like make the calculate. I tried to calculate, and I tried just like, yes, maybe 1 hour I will arrive. Was not possible. So sorry for that. I need that please you share with me what kind of patent you find.
Okay, I searched like application for lawyers, and I found like a system of method for facilitate to attorney and to a client, and for documents, assembly, and not extrajudicial or not judicial for documents that the process. It was interesting because is that invent was for what's the name? Charles Lee Murray and Robert Elhart. Yeah. Now this assigned for Rocket Lawyer Incorporated. Is this this application is more for lawyer and for clients. Why? Because that help the object is like help to for the first of all, so some documents when you need is more, I think, for help attorney when you are so busy and your client cannot come here and these things. In this, with this event, you can share everything and have a privacy legal, yeah, system. And I think that yeah,
privacy.
What? Privacy. Yeah, and this help for the client have like this secure that the share when if he or she share like I don't know, because you can share records of voice and video and what say screenshots and documents. The most important I think is the documents when it's original documents. And this part I read that say that you can everything is secure, and is that you can, I think is other thing is important that you can choose the attorney, because it's like this web you can see the information of the attorney and choose. If you don't know, if you don't have, okay, attorney, but if you have, you can like register your attorney and you use this web. But if you don't have, it's a good option because you can like uh, choose and I don't know, look the information of attorneys and see what is the best for you. And then you can see the biography and it's, yeah, okay, maybe it's for me, is that, and you can set an invitation and the attorney accept. And then you can have like a video call with the attorney and talk what you need for your process. And in the web, I have options for that you can send like some invitations, some documents, and if you want to someone more that for something for if like a process, you can share like a code for with the family and the some person that interview in that process. So and you can send the documents. And if you need, I don't know, a document, say about something document that you need exactly specific, you can send your document then for attorney, and the attorney like again share with you what is he changed, and you can look, okay, that's changed and that's better. Why he changed these things, and like it's I think it's good when you are like maybe a lot of you're busy and you can maybe have more clients, maybe for that is good thing. And this was interesting. I didn't know, but I have a lot of things that help with service legal of the state, that the state. That's in the United States, say California, I'm not sure, and or San Francisco, no, San Francisco, yeah. And they have all the system legal that you need, and in the web you can look and see if, yeah, you know, if you need exactly process that not judicial, so you can search and you can read everything about that. For the if you, okay, you need to pay, of course, because it's not free. You pay $12, I think, I'm not sure, yeah. And this that was so interesting. I like it because have a lot of things like for privacy and for the client feel secure maybe, and for the attorney if, and don't have so much time, so you can create your profile and like wait if someone to want use your service. So good, I think.
Yeah, it's a good platform.
Yeah.
I want that you told me what was the information that you find like really difficult maybe to comprehend. What part or which part did you find that was quite difficult to understand it,
Uh,
or not at all? Was easy?
maybe no, I understand. Just some part like the refers the cited the patient doc. Sorry, patient paint the patent, yeah, documents, because have a list and I don't understand. I don't know, like Sierra Matoro et al. New that I don't know, maybe some directions or a specific thing. I don't know. I understand that. Then I understand other things, but I don't understand that, for example. But I don't know what is. I think it's maybe the patent, the name, maybe. I
Mhm.
think.
For the people that invest the product, they can register with some specific words, like part of it. But I need to check it. If you can show me, if you have it in your screen, or if you can put it in your camera, then I can check it.
Yeah, I can. Wait, please. Where is? It's here. Okay. Let's see. Uh-huh. Mm, You can see. Ah,
Yes, I can see. Tell me what is the question.
yeah, this.
US Patent Document. Ok. Estos son los documentos que han sido patentados y en qué niveles en Estados Unidos. ¿Y quién lo ha hecho? It
Ah,
significa y. At all.
ah,
Significa como y company. Es como una manera en la que ellos simplifican Anaí y compañía. ¿Sí?
ah.
¿Cuántas veces? ¿Cuántas veces lo han hecho? ¿Bajo qué nivel? ¿Bajo qué estatus? ¿Sí? ¿Cuántas veces, por ejemplo, se ha citado esta misma patente para diferentes escenarios? Like, how many times they use all this information to get inspired in other kind of things, or to get inspired in other product that is related? Or, for example, the first time that was analyzed this possibility, as you can check here, was like 1999. But then a lot of people try to they invest, they change it, but they use the information that were before, like they try to get in better, to improve the
Oh, yeah.
product. So I take the information. Son como citas de texto. Yo me traigo algo que dijo Sutanito, pero le voy a meter tal cosa. Y entonces va cambiando. Cada vez que yo la utilizo, está citada. Por eso dice referencias citadas. ¿Sí? Las veces es como tener el record. It's like if you can, all that numbers are the record of your product. Means that Bernet et al. In August 1999,
Yeah.
they see this document 5,948,800 times.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The next one, and like that until the last that was in 2010. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Because I didn't understand. Say, what is that? Okay. I don't
Yeah.
read it and say,
But
okay.
remember that all of this is just in the US, right?
Yeah.
Because
think.
it's where the first one was documented or was registered by. Okay.
Okay. I have a question. For
Tell me.
this registered, I think it's not like here because the here is totally different.
Yeah.
But when you have you need like especially a specific web, like I don't know that you can register your thing or like that. Or and I know that in United States have a different okay rules in it depends of the state, right? So that change in the state example, I registered in I don't know Los Angeles, my I don't know some business that I have, a name Monica S. I don't know, and it I register is for all the country, right? Or just for the state?
Yes, it's just for the state. But remember that here is a difference that I will explain you later. And it's so related about a patent is something that can have industrial application. If I cannot make it industrial, like a brand, it's something that I can register. For example, I will register my brand, mi marca, that it's about the best cream in the world and it's designed by Gali, right? But I cannot patent it because I cannot give them industrial application. I can sell maybe the components, whatever, but it's other area of law that oversees this kind of things. It's like this is private law, but commercial law also, you know.
Yeah.
But patents are different in the way that in our countries teaches us.
Yeah. I think
Patents are so involved and connected with the country that you registered. And of course, that in first world countries, they have other standards. We doesn't have all this power to register everything that produce because basically we buy everything. We import, we or other companies comes to create some products, but just for make it cheaper just
yeah.
because the cost of production is cheaper, but not because they are interested that we register under our legal system because it's not strong at all. I was telling to your colleague that in Colombia, for example, I know that we register the melodies or the lyrics of the songs
Mhm.
because that is like property rights, like you have IP law. This is something that we will see in the future. IP law, that means intellectual property law, derecho de propiedad, intellectual property, propiedad intelectual. Okay, and this is involved with all this area, like what kind of stuff you can produce, like your books, your songs, your movies, like everything that comes from your mind that is a material. It's not an invention. It's about creativity or that you need to be recognized. Like somebody told, oh, Gali writes that book. It's not that someone wants to give industrial application. It's different. But no worry that we will check that in the future.
Yeah. Please.
Okay? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Perfect. Something more?
No, just that I have that question. So, who is it? Because here is totally different. We have like, we're not like formal and like if we do some event, I don't know, and you don't register it because I don't know, and we have a lot of conflicts. And I saw in some cases that was big things, and when the author know that about that, oh, it's but that's me, that's mine, my thing, my idea, and I produce that, but then he don't register it, so and
Yeah,
the other register it, so you cannot do nothing.
yeah. But you need
So
to make
that's
difference between patents and intellectual property law. Of course, that belongs, are so related, but has a little things that are different. But we will see it in our session. So no worry. Like
okay.
not everything. We will try to see like the most important stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Before you
Okay.
leave, I will please ask you that you fill the survey that right now is open. I'm sorry, really sorry for arrive late. Um, I'm always be at home. And when I have to go to the office, it's like for me it's really complicated because I lose the perception of time and I was like, no, just maybe 1 hour I'm arriving. 1 hour and a half takes me arrive home. And it was like, oh no. And I cannot do it from my transport because first they will install my phone. But
Okay.
second, I need my computer because I need to transmit it for YouTube. So it's
Oh,
impossible. I cannot do it for my phone. It's like I'm just arriving late. And if I need like reschedule it, I will do it. But thank you so much. I know that it's later in Bolivia. It's like 1 hour before or
yeah,
after.
it's 11 p.m. now.
What time?
11 p.m. I know
Sorry.
10 p.m. Sorry, I don't
Even
see
it's so
the
late. It's so late. It's so late.
yeah.
But thank you
That's
so much
okay. It's
for
okay.
wait. And
These things happen.
yeah. Sorry, and I will see you soon.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Hi, Valeria. Good night. I feel so sorry because I know that there is so late. Here it's like 9, but there it's so late. But was like impossible. I have it like, I guess like the traffic is not so hard. It's January. I will arrive at time. Takes me 1 hour and a half more than the time that I have it in my mind. As I told you, Bogota has the same population that whole Bolivia. So put whole Bolivia in a city. It's so chaotic. And as I am doing like home office, so I was like, yes, I can. I will arrive at time. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's only 10 p.m. So
Yes, I know. But I know that it's late. It's so late. And I was telling to your colleague that I cannot do it from my phone because first they will stolen me. Like I will be
oh,
raped. But
yeah.
second, I need my computer because I have the program that transmits
Record.
record and transmit in YouTube. I can do that online. Like I can do that on public transport. It's not possible that I do it.
They're going to sue you.
No. And for
The
it's like
internet
so heavy.
connection.
Yeah. So it's not possible. So it's like just I need like be quiet and relaxed and waiting until I arrive home because I cannot change some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Sorry. I
Just
feel
as
so
us,
sorry.
so it's okay.
Okay. I want to tell you that I know that these topics can result so hard for you because the other ones that study law results hard and they're like, oh, I never use this, blah blah blah. So it's completely normal that you cannot like understand a lot of information, but no worries. I will try to explain to you everything in our theoretical session. But for now, I want that you tell me which kind of element did you choose or that you found in Google Patents that you figure out that was really interesting, and which kind of parts results so difficult, or if you have some questions, is the time that I can solve it.
Okay, first I was searching for the program of Siri for the iPhones. I was thinking that it was from Apple creators, but no, they stole from another enterprise Chinese, and I was reading some notes and it was like a show. But later, I also watched for the patent of the iPhone 11, but there was only like the planos. I don't know how to say. And finally,
The drawings. Did you saw the drawings? That is like como los trazos, los dibujos, parecen de un niño chiquito, como palito, palito, bolita.
yes, yes,
Yeah, but it's the way that all patents work. It's not nothing theoretical.
yes. I found out, but there not was a lot of theory. So I searched about the air fryer, and I found the same a file like we saw yesterday, but it says it talks about numbers and the draws and nothing more. If you want, I can share the screen. Okay,
Yes, show me what kind of information you found.
you can see. Here's. It says I don't understand what it means this, so I don't understand.
I will explain to you. As you saw, the title says U.S. patent documents, and you saw that the first register was in 1935. You saw here, like on the left side. And
Yeah.
the last patent related was in 1985. And basically, it's like reference cited means, imagine that are you creating a text and you take inspiration from somebody else that says something, and you take it and you implement in your own document.
Oh
But
yeah.
I would say,
It's like citar.
I would say, Valeria says this, but I believe this. So it's improving. I am improving the idea. I am making some changes. I am suggesting something. And the ways that were applied, or the times that the people take that information for create ideas, businesses, etc., is the number, the huge number that you saw. It's the times that were used, that was cited, like all the times that you register that information involving other kind of projects. And you have other publications like the people, like the jury, como los jurados o los expertos, or the experts that analyze. So you can see primary examiner and attorney, agent, or firm who patented, merchant and gold, right? Then you have the abstract, that is the resume. The little resume is like,
Yes.
it's a device, blah, 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 blah. And as you saw, this is like really complex, but when you can find a lot of design that are just so simple, you find no, it's like, this is really complex because it's showing the whole mechanism. But the most of the patents has like the first drawing, like how it looks at the end. When you found like a tablet for a Samsung, was literally a square that says like, this is a tablet. Okay. What more?
Algo medio complicado.
Yeah.
Okay, but I was reading and it says about the use and it's how the air produce the I don't know the coction.
Yeah. Or the effect.
Yes.
Cooking effect.
and things like that, and how the motor can
Engine. Engine. Like
the engine,
engineer, viene de la misma palabra, como el ingenio, como el, sí, el motor.
how the engine. I'm sorry, I can listen. I'm going to shut down my telephone. Okay. How it works. Okay, you can listen me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I was looking the screen and it was so slow, but now I think that it's better. It talks about the process that makes things like that. There's no more. I didn't read all, but up to the part that I read, it says that.
Okay, nice. It was like, now it's so used, you know, like it's so common and famous. Everyone's wants one or have one. But as you saw, the register show us that this idea was like 100 years ago or something,
Yes.
almost. And but basically, now Douglas, um, all the times that this patent were used because was signed in the United States, they need to pay. Okay, we will figure out in the next session that when we are talking about patents, it's something that has industrial application. If I cannot demonstrate that something has industrial application, I cannot apply a patent. Here in Latin America, we belong that brands or branding, las marcas, lo mismo que las patentes. And of course not. It has like a lot of difference, and we will discuss it in our next session. Or yes, I guess next. Hopefully we can manage it. Like finish civil and going into intellectual property law. So we will discuss it. We will make questions. I try to use like a lot of examples because it's something so visual. If I tell you McDonald's, you will find automatically the image in your brain. McDonald's, yes, it's not so common in Bolivia, but maybe I don't know. Pill. Remember, if I tell you pill, you have the brand in your mind and you connect it with milk, right? That is branding. Es la creación de marca, la expectativa de marca. Y tú una vez dices, uy, esa leche es buena, o esa leche sabe feo, o lo que sea. That perception, it's something that some huge brands work really hard on it. Coke, Coca-Cola, invest millions of dollars in their publicity, in the branding, because they need that the people want it. You know, they need to find a strategy, and that is involved with intellectual property law. Okay, so it's so late for now. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming. I know that was hard, and I again tell you sorry. Please, I will ask you that you feel the survey that right now is turning on, and I will see you tomorrow in our session. Rest and enjoy your night.
Thank you.
And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. What is the trip? When?
On the 1st of February, I think so. I'm having some problems with my visa because they have to send from Chile, and I don't know how many days
Can take.
are going to take. But I think
you know
for the
what?
first.
No, the commercial relationships between Bolivia and Chile are like they transport a lot of stuff every day from Oruro to Chile.
There are a lot of problems because the embassy of Chile only can make the deal with FedEx, and FedEx it's like 7 days to come here to Cochabamba, to Santa Cruz first, and then to Cochabamba it's 2 days more. But I talked with the university there, and they said me that I have a time lapse of up to 15 of February, something like that.
Okay.
So I'm taking slow.
Yeah.
So
Yes, no worries. Or maybe you can make that they just send it to FedEx and travel to Santa Cruz, like buy the ticket and go to Santa Cruz and pick it up them. Because that if you can do it in one day, you can do it in less, or maybe a friend that is coming from Santa Cruz to Cochabamba. It's like you need to find other ways, because if not,
yes,
then you need to send it to there and it's like more complex, can be lost. You need to find other alternatives. So one time
yes,
that just come to
I'm
Bolivia,
thinking.
go for it. And that's it.
Yes, but
Okay.
the problem is that my passport is there. So if it
Yeah.
lost or something like that,
No, no worries. No
I
worries.
will die.
We won't think about it, but try to do it with FedEx and try to make it clear, because maybe you can, I don't know, spend a couple of Bolivians and just go to pick it up to the main office. And because it's like when they need to 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 send it, you have more possibilities that some people, that some people are really diligent, but other people not. You like cut
With
possibilities.
mommy, they are going to move it.
Yeah, no, and you have like the transport, and you have other things that influence the thing. So try to make it that comes to Bolivia at the place that comes, you will go to pick it up. It's an advice, or maybe someone that you trust, maybe I don't know, some family that can go to pick it up and then send it to you by the other way. That maybe you know that these little packages are quite easier to get lost or to get ads in other things. So try to solve it. I know I don't want to talk about your country. I love your country, but
No,
um
there is a lot of
they
bureaucracy. And
no, it's not bureaucracy, but sometimes they are like really I don't know how to say it.
lazy.
It's not lazy, it's like they are not so diligent. So
Yes.
try to manage. It's just an advice. Sometimes maybe FedEx don't be like that and will comes to your house, but maybe if you can make sure, it's like you don't lost anything. You can travel the day before and be ready, waiting the package, and then go back home without problems, without waiting another 2 days, without. And Cochabamba to Santa Cruz is not so close. It's not so far away. So
Yeah.
think about it. Maybe you can go by bus or and return in our plane. Then you cannot lose a lot of money, or you can find other ways that be more direct.
Yes, I was thinking to go to FedEx, but first of all, the embassy from Chile have to say me that they get the finally like the segment, and then I have to move. I know.
But fingers crossed, we will wait and that
Yes,
comes,
I'm praying all the
and nothing
night.
affects your no, nothing will affect your trip. And I wish you my best vibes, and
Thank you.
let me
Thank you
update
so
it
much.
about your passport and everything.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Blessings. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye. You
Bye.
too. Rest. And sorry again. Mhm.